Hi y'all, Kraken Latte here. Welcome back to Dragonflight Alpha. We're again back at it with professions, as you might have expected from me by now. And we have engineering. Now, we've already covered the engineering profession recipes. So this time we're going to look at specializations. Yes, engineering specializations, which I'm pretty excited to look at because, well, it's engineering. Engineering's fun. So if you want to see the recipes, I already covered those in a previous video, but this time we're going to look at the specializations, of which there are 3, plus the base one to upgrade your efficiency stuff with engineering. And this time, we get an updated little UI. Look at this little pretty circle thing with these little node pointies. I'm kind of bummed that I don't have, I think I have a lot of knowledge. Yeah, I do. Look at that. Oh, this, oh, it's so pretty. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Very nice. Ooh, and it locks in. That's satisfying. Okay, good job on whoever did the UI stuff. That's brilliant. So, anyway, I've only gone up to 30. I only need 25 technically, so I can learn any one of these specializations. But we can read them all, obviously. Luckily, we don't need to unlock them to be able to read them, because engineering, as always, is a little complex, and I don't want to have to level it all the way up because I'm going to have to delete this character soon anyways. I don't get to keep these. And they're going to be wiped on their own even if I don't delete them. So, alright, so let's dig right into it. Let's read everything. So, this is the tab for your efficiency stuff, hence the name, Optimized Efficiency. I've been seeing this trend on some of the professions where you're just optimizing your existing profession. It's not a specialization, it's its own thing, you already have it. So let's read what everything does here. Specialize in the fundamentals of engineering to improve all aspects of your trade. Very nice. So this first one that I just juiced up to see the animations for, which is still lovely and I can't stop staring at it. It's going to be very distracting for me. Love shiny things. Very, very much a sucker for stuff like that. So, optimize efficiency. Specialize in the general precautions and techniques that are invaluable skills for all engineers. Gain +1 skill to all engineering crafts per point in this specialization. So, let's read what we get on this ring here, on this beautiful ring that they've made. Really love it. Looking gorgeous. So the first one is learn a subspec of your choice. Let's see. Yeah, and the middle just says what this one does here on the tree. Okay, so learn a subspec of your choice. Once a day, you can summon a vendor for 5 minutes that allows you to exchange excess engineering parts for a small amount of crafting reagents. Well, that's lovely. That's very neat. I like that. That's going to be a fun little mechanic. Neat. Learn a sub of your choice. Your summoned vendor will now accept payment in bombs. What is this? The Midnight Bomber? What bombs at midnight? I mean, like... Alright. +10 inspiration for all engineering crafts. Learn the final sub. Your summoned vendor will now accept payment in tinkers. Okay. That's kind of neat. And then, it looks like I'm assuming this is the final one. It used to be in a little second node down here, but since this looks more complete now. +15 bonus crafting skill from inspiration for all engineering crafts. So, pretty simple there. Now we have Generalist to the right. This is specialize in a variety of useful but non-specific skills to improve your abilities generally as an engineer. Gain +5 skill to all engineering crafts per point in this specialization. Alright, so +5 crafting speed for all engineering crafts. So let's choose that and juice it up because I have plenty of knowledge here to spend. Again, the animations are beautiful, and watch these just lock in place. Ah, that's satisfying. That is satisfying. So, Oh, at the end, actually, at the end of this one, I might give you all a treat and glance at the other ones real quick, because I bet you this one is specific to engineering. Maybe. We'll find out. Anyway, so Generalist. We read the thing already. So, +5 crafting speed, +10 multi-craft, +10 bonus crafting skill from inspiration, +5 resourcefulness, +10 bonus crafting skill. Take a sip. It was hot today, and I'm trying not to get dehydrated. +5 crafting speed, +10 bonus crafting skill from inspiration. Reduces the likelihood for bombs to explode in your face or tinkers to malfunction. I like how they worded that. They could have just left, you know, bombs to explode or tinkers to malfunction, but the in your face part, I like that little touch because well, it's funny and it adds a little bit of flavor. +15 bonus crafting skill from inspiration. So, very nice. So that's Generalist. In the middle here, we have Scrapper. Specialize in making the most out of seemingly useless junk. Gain +5 multi-craft for all engineering crafts per point in this specialization. On unlocking the specialization, whenever you use your devices or throw bombs, you have a chance of recovering a piece of scrap. You can rummage through scrap to uncover truly useless but valuable components that can be peddled off to uninformed buyers. Well, that sounds a little shifty. But hey, you gotta remember, you know, goblins and gnomes are in on this, and if any of them are shifty, it's definitely them. So, for funsies, let's juice this up because I am very much loving this new animation. It's just gorgeous. I wonder if they're gonna do like background art for here. They probably will. You know, this is alpha. This isn't done. All right, and lock it in. Oh, that's satisfying. Oh, and we learned something apparently. Zap Throttle Soul Inhaler. Oh, that's where that recipe comes from. I'm a little uncertain what we need that recipe for because if you, it sounds dangerous. But anyway, so, nope. Okay. Good old alpha. Let me log back in here. Get back on port 3, I hear. Come on. Alright. Yeesh. Where were we? We were reading Scrapper. Right. Yeah, right here. Alright, back where we left off. Whenever you use your devices or throw bombs, you have a chance of recovering a piece of scrap. You can rummage through scrap to uncover truly useless but valuable components that can be peddled off to uninformed buyers. That's so shady, but kind of fun. +5 bonus crafting skill from inspiration for all engineering crafts. Rummage through scrap now has a chance of finding undamaged parts that can be used in your creations. Handy. +10 bonus crafting skill from inspiration. Learn how to create, yep, there it is, a Zap Throttle Soul Inhaler, which allows users to harvest the souls of powerful elementals when slain. Okay, I don't recall the recipe mentioning it was the souls of elementals. That makes more sense because we're using elemental power. I feel like, let me go find it. Does it say that here? It does. I'm gonna have to go look back at my other video and see if my memory is not off, but I swear it didn't say elemental. And if it did, I'm probably just wrong, but still, sketchy. Stealing elemental skulls. Skulls? Those two. Souls. Alright, scrap yield slightly increased. +15 bonus crafting skill from inspiration. +10 resourcefulness for all engineering crafts, and rummage through scrap now has a chance of finding unique treasures. Neat. So that's Scrapper. Last one here on the optimized efficiency tree is pieces parts. Specialize in creating the basic parts necessary to create all manner of engineering goods. Gain +1 resourcefulness when crafting reagents, and unlocking this gives +5 crafting speed when crafting reagents. And just because I want to add a whole bunch of knowledge because this is beautiful. And lock it in. Ah, satisfying. I bet there's going to be sound to that. There's no sound that I can hear right now, at least. So, +5 crafting speed, +5 skill, +5 inspiration, +5 resourcefulness, +5 skill, +10 multi-craft. And whenever you create a basic engineering reagent, you have a small chance to receive random rousing element. Which still sounds dirty to me, but that's just because of the word rousing. It's usually used, you know, in a dirty context. But anyways. So we have specializations to look at. So that was our non-specialization tree. Now we have specializations. We have explosives, function over form, and a mechanical mind. So, explosives. Specialize in the creation and use of explosives for yourself and safer ones to be used by others. Let's just go ahead and unlock this one. Are you sure you'd like to learn explosives? You'll be able to choose additional specializations upon advance for blah 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 blah. Yes. It just means we can learn all of them because I really do appreciate that. So. Oh. This says 100. Either engineering is unique or they changed it, because if you recall from previous professions, the first one required 25 and then it was like what, 50? I think 50 was the next and then 100 was the last, but they both say 100. Interesting. We'll have to definitely look at the previous ones, but anyway, we've got explosives, so because it's fun, let's juice this one all up. Yes. And lock it in. Ugh, satisfying. I win button. I love that they named it that. Alright, so explosives. Improve in the production of bombs of all types, gaining +1 skill when crafting bombs per point in this specialization. Neat. So, on this little ring here, we've got +10 crafting speed, learn a sub, gain a better understanding of how to handle your own death traps, reducing the likelihood of bombs exploding in your face. Again, with the inclusion of in your face. But, you know, it does make sense, because if they left that part off, it would just, you know, be like, well, is it... Alpha? Who's doing it? Who's breaking Alpha? Who's breaking it? Joys of Alpha. Anyways, as I was saying, I like that they add it because it is, you know, it does make it more specific here on where it's exploding, because it could be everywhere or in your face. So, I like that. And we have learn a subspec of your choice. We have bombs used outdoors in the Dragon Isles have a reduced cooldown. Okay. Learn how to conceal bombs in your pockets, which cause you to explode on death while outdoors in the Dragon Isles or in unrated battlegrounds. That's I'm sorry, I wasn't expecting that. I'm just imagining this guy, like, or just, you know, this character stuffing their pants full of explosives to the point that their pants look ridiculous. But, you know, they're not some nasty evil person. Just you know, they're just prepared. So they die and they've got them set to go off when they die, and they just, alright. I appreciate that they add while outdoors or in unrated battlegrounds. That's gonna be funny in battlegrounds. I don't even do BGs, but that sounds hilarious. Just imagine open world PvP and you don't know this person is an engineer and you kill them and then they explode and then you die. Oh, I like this. Learn the final subspec. Damage dealt by bombs while on the Dragon Isles is increased. Learn how to create a I win, I-W-I-N, button Mark 10, which allows you to cause massive damage to a large area once per day. That's like the nuke button. I can't recall the memes around that, but there's some various, like, Protoss and, you know, from StarCraft and whatever her name is from Overwatch memes on this. You can tell I don't really play Overwatch. Anyway, so now let's look at our little subspecs here. So we have Easy Throw. And someone pointed out that these easy throw recipes that I pointed out are the ones, let's see, let's look at the unlearned real quick. I already went over all this in my recipe video, but here's some. Yeah, like primal deconstruction, they don't require engineering to use, whereas this one does. The primal deconstruction, the easy throw ones don't. Which is fine, but I still think it's redundant. Like, just get rid of the one that requires engineering to use, because even as an engineer, I'm gonna be making these ones. Even though they cost, it looks probably, I'm assuming, a little more because they've got more parts to them. Just because I can put them in my guild bank and my alts can access them. I'm never... Oh my word. I am sorry, everyone. Someone is breaking alpha tonight. Ugh. Uh-oh. Woof. Anyway, had to cut that bit out. My goodness, alpha was not wanting to work. But I'm back in game now, so I can continue what I was saying if I can remember. It was a good several minutes for that one. Oh, right, the easy throw stuff. Someone had pointed out that these are... It's the same thing, but one requires engineering to use, uses less parts, while the other one doesn't require engineering to use, but uses more parts to craft. And I still think it's redundant. I still don't... It doesn't change my mind any. I'm only really ever going to craft the easy throw version, if I'm going to use any of these, because I can put them in my guild bank, and all of my alts can use them. Even as an engineer, I'm never going to remember, like, you know... I need to craft these specifically on my engineer, and then these can be for my alts. That just seems redundant to me. I personally don't really like it. I wish they would just all be the easy throw. Just make it those. It's just redundant to me, personally. But anyway, moving on. So, easy throw, speaking of. Specialize in the production of easy throw bombs, which are expensive, but for far safer versions of your explosives for non-engineers. Yep, see there it says right there. Gain +1 skill when crafting easy throw bombs per point in this specialization. On unlocking the spec, learn how to create assorted safety fuses, which is a crucial component in the creation of all easy throw bombs. So, we're going to learn that. We're going to learn all the knowledge. Juice, 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 juice. Oh, that animation is satisfying. And... Ah, yeah. I love how it just locks in like that. That just... I love, like, industrial engineering type stuff. And that animation just satisfies me for some reason, so... Anyway, let's read this. We have learn how to create assorted safety fuses, which is a crucial component in the creation of all easy throw bombs. All right, very cool. Learn how to create an easy throw variant of a bomb of your choice. Okay, interesting. +10 resourcefulness when crafting easy throw bombs. Learn how to create an easy throw variant of a bomb of your choice. +20 multi-craft when crafting easy throw bombs. Learn how to create the final easy throw variant, and learn how to create a suspiciously silent crate, which gives you a large assortment of easy throw bombs once a day. So that's kind of neat. And then we have short fuse. Specialize in the creation and use of bombs without safety fuses. Oh. Gain +1 skill per point in this specialization for regular bomb crafts. Gain a better understanding of how to handle your own death traps. Reduce the likelihood of bombs exploding in your face. So, let's juice up this one too. Love the little spinny that it does. That's very satisfying. And apply. Oh yeah. I'm sure there's going to be sound for those later. Alright, so gain a better understanding of how to handle your own death traps, reducing the likelihood of bombs exploding in your face. Nice. You have a chance of recovering salvageable parts when digging through meat piles caused by bombs. Alright. That brings some interesting images to mind. Okay, alright. Plus 10 resourcefulness when crafting dangerous bombs. Survivors of your bombs now bleed for extra damage. Oh. Man, we're getting violent here. This is going to be awesome. Plus 20 multi-craft when crafting dangerous bombs. Plus 10 inspiration, and learn how to create a suspiciously ticking crate, which gives you a large assortment of bombs once a day, so much like the other one. Alright, in our third spot here, we have creation. Further improve in the production of all bombs, gaining plus 1 resourcefulness when crafting bombs per point in this spec. This specialization. Oh, let's juice this one up here. Still hot in here. And the satisfying part, skadoosh. I like that. Alright. So, plus 10 resourcefulness, plus 5 skill, plus 20 multi-craft, plus 10 bonus crafting skill from inspiration, plus 5 skill. Whenever you craft a regular bomb, you have a small chance to also create an easy throw variant of the same bomb at quality 1 if you know its schematic. Wow, that's interesting. Plus 20 multi-craft when crafting bombs, and plus 10 crafting speed. So, there you go. That was our little explosives tree, and it was very explosive, as you might expect. So, let's read the other ones. I can't fill these out because they are both wanting me to be 100, apparently, not 50. So that's interesting. Does this still only require 100? Yeah, max 100. Interesting, okay. So it's apparently, it wants me to be 100 to be the last two instead of 50 and then 100. Interesting. So, function over form. Specialize in the creation of practical items used by adventurers and craftsmen in their everyday routines, such as equipment and their accessory necessities. Alright, cool. So, specialize in the creation of practical items used by adventurers and craftsmen in their daily, everyday routines. I don't know where I got daily, but same thing. Gain plus 1 skill for all crafts related to equipment and their enhancements. So, on unlocking this, we get plus 10 crafting speed for all crafts related to equipment and their enhancements. Learn a subspec of your choice. Unlock the ability to use spare parts on equipment. And learn how to create haphazardly tethered wires. A finishing reagent. Man, everything about this is just so goblin, I swear. A finishing reagent that will improve the outcome of your crafts somehow. I love the sass in this one. Whoever wrote the flavor text for these tooltips, good job, because you got me chuckling. I love the sass. I love being sassed by my own UI. Thank you. Learn a subspec of your choice. Plus 10 resourcefulness for all crafts related to equipment and their enhancements. Plus 5 skill. Learn the final sub. Plus 10 inspiration. And learn how to create overcharged overclocker. A spare part finishing reagent that will improve the outcome of your crafts somehow. Alright. Now we have 3 little tree pieces. So, utility. Further improve in the creation of ammunition, scopes, and jumper cables. Ooh, that's right. The jumper cables are coming back. I forgot I read about that. Gain plus 5 multi-craft per point in this spec. Excellent. So, here's the first one. Learn how to create completely safe rockets, which is a set of ammunition that will deal a small amount of area damage with ranged weapon attacks. Cool. Plus 10 resourcefulness for scope, ammunition, and jumper cable crafts. Learn how to create endless stack of needles. Oh, that's right, I forgot about that. Oh, I just don't like the sound of that. Oh, I hate needles so much. I cannot handle them. Totally gonna use it though. Which is a set of ammunition that will cause the target to bleed for a small amount of damage. Oh! Acupuncture gone wrong. Alright. Plus 5 skill for scope, ammunition, and jumper cable crafts. Learn how to create a high-intensity thermal scanner, which is a weapon scope that grants stats based on the type of target that is being attacked. Very neat. I like that. Plus 20 multi-craft for scope, ammunition, jumper cable crafts, and learn how to create reusable jumper cables, which is a set of actual functional jumper cables exclusive to engineers that is both reusable and more likely to succeed. Very cool. Alright, gears for gear. Further improve in the creation of profession equipment, cogwheels, and special reagents. Gain +1 inspiration per point in this spec for these crafts. So the first one, learn an optional reagent schematic of your choice. Interesting. +10 resourcefulness for profession equipment and cogwheel crafts. Learn an optional reagent schematic of your choice. Learn how to use essences of tier to improve the quality of your profession gear crafts and wisps of tier for your cogwheels. Learn an optional reagent schematic of your choice. +20 multi-craft, and learn the final optional reagent schematic. Alright, so that's gears for gear. And gear. Just plain gear. Further improve in the creation of combat equipment. Gain +1 inspiration on these crafts per point in this specialization. So we have +5 inspiration for combat equipment crafts. +5 skill for combat equipment crafts. Learn how to infuse your combat equipment crafts with reagents that increase its power. Learn how to use essences of tier and improve the quality of your gear crafts. Learn how to use a variety of optional reagents when crafting guns to give it unique effects. +10 bonus crafting skill from inspiration. +15 bonus crafting skill from inspiration. And learn how to use cogwheels to calibrate engineering bracers to a specific stat. So, that is functionality over form. A little boring, but this is the more techie, specky type of, increasing scopes and stuff like that, which are technically like enchants for ranged weapons, specifically the guns, bows, and crossbows variety. Because wands are technically a ranged weapon, but everybody forgets about wands. So yeah, alright, so that's interesting. That was function over form. Now we have our last spec, which is Mechanical Mind. Specialize in the creation and usage of intricate gizmos, gadgets, whirligigs, and tinkers. Fun. Alright, so Mechanical Mind. Specialize in the creation and usage of intricate gizmos, gadgets, whirligigs, and tinkers, but this knowledge is nonetheless invaluable to your growth as an engineer. Gain +1 skill to all engineering crafts per point in this spec. This is the wormhole one. Learn how to create a wormhole generator to aid in traversal around the Dragon Isles, assuming you aren't too picky. Alright. Portable workstations you place last twice as long. Learn... That's right, portable workstations. Not every spec had one. I cover those in the recipes video for engineering, but there's portable workstations for like alchemy, engineering, and was it, I think, just those two? I think it was just those two. But that's interesting. So, we'll see where they go with that. Learn a sub of your choice. +10 multi-craft for all crafts. The cooldown on your utility devices is reduced by 50%. Learn the final sub. +10 resourcefulness for all crafts. Improve your understanding of your own explosives and devices, reducing the likelihood of tinkers malfunctioning and bombs exploding in your face. And learn how to create Savior, S-A-V-I-O-R, which is a friendly and helpful robot who will offer moral support and a team-wide resurrection in the event of an unlikely demise. Oh, that's cool. Very neat. Alright, so we have two here. We have novelties and inventions. So, novelties. Embrace your whoops. There we go. Embrace your whimsical side to learn how to create a variety of surprisingly safe inventions to entertain yourself and those around you. Furthermore, gain +1 crafting skill from inspiration for all engineering crafts per point in this spec. Alright, so the first one is, whenever you craft fireflights, you also immediately cast it for free. I don't recall what fireflights was. Is that in my recipes? Fireflights. Oh, these are the fireworks. Oh. Cool. So when you make the fireflights, you set off fireworks when you craft them. Well, that's fun. All right. Learn how to create a centralized precipitation emitter, which is a toy that allows party and raid members to experience the thrill of Azeroth's weather on their own terms. That's right. That's the Rainmaker. Very cool. Learn how to create a Cartomancy Cannon, which is a toy that allows you to fire faded fortune cards at friendly targets. Sometimes wishing someone good luck just isn't enough to get the point across. Yeah, you gotta shoot your cards at them. Kaboosh! Alright. Learn how to create a element-infused rocket helmet. Rocket helmet. I don't know why I said hammer. Probably because of that guy down in the corner here. There. Element-infused rocket helmet. I apparently want a rocket-infused helmet hammer. That's what my brain's trying to say. Which is a toy that propels you far into the sky. It's probably safe because you said so. Again with the sass. Yes. More of this, please. Learn how to create a giggle goggles, which is a toy that allows you to view the world as though it were overrun with gnolls. I like that. Learn how to create it should be an environment emulator. It's kind of bugging me, but it's alright. It's not a big deal. Which is a toy that allows party and raid members to perceive their surrounding environment in unexpected but familiar ways. Alright. Learn how to tap into reply code transmitters scattered across the Dragon Isles to triangulate your wormhole generator to specific locations. This is the thing I was wanting to see where it was, because when I looked at the recipes, the new wormhole generator is going to require this node in your spec ring, I guess you'd call it, and on the tree right here. It's apparently random until you learn this whole thing right here. Gonna come all the way to the end to be able to go to specific locations. Now, that's fine. There's technically nothing wrong with it, and it makes perfect sense. I'm just whining because I never liked the wormhole generators until Shadowlands. Because the Shadowland ones, if you don't know, lets you pick specific locations, and you only need engineering level 1, so as soon as you pick it up, and Shadowlands, and then know the wormhole generator toy to be able to do so. And you have the base zones of Shadowlands. Like, you can learn, like, the Maw and, like, a couple others as well. But at the very least, you have the base zones, and you don't need to do anything extra to, like, get that. Whereas here, you do. So I'm slightly whining just because I got spoiled with the with the Shadowlands one, but it's fine. Like this, I get it. This makes sense, but that doesn't mean I'm not gonna whine. So, wah. And this looks like it would be kind of a pain to unlock all the way up to, like, you could pick this one first, but you still got to get all this knowledge. And there's various ways to get knowledge, like dailies is one of them. I don't recall the list right now. I don't have it in front of me, but so this would take a lot of work to do on every single alt, which I am absolutely not going to do. So probably gonna dump engineering again and pick up enchanting again instead on my alts. But that's a different discussion for a different video, so that's fine. That's fine. But if you were wondering, there it is. Now we know. So, last little node on our mechanical mind spec. Further improve, this one's called Inventions. Further improve the creation and usage of tinkers, specifically, rather than gadgets and whirligigs. Gain +1 skill when crafting tinkers. Alright, and the first thing is your tinkers can no longer catastrophically malfunction. So if you want them to keep catastrophically malfunctioning, don't learn this. This is technically optional, so you actually have that choice. And then the next one is improve your understanding of the mayhem you are capable of unleashing, reducing the likelihood of tinkers malfunctioning. Doesn't that... Well, it says catastrophically malfunction, so that must be the one that can kill you. And this one just says it reduces their malfunctioning. So they can still malfunction, it looks like, based on the second node. It's just that I think that probably means it won't kill you anymore. Engineers. Alright, +5 skill, +10 inspiration. Further improve your understanding of the mayhem you're capable of unleashing, reducing the likelihood of Tinker's malfunctioning. +10 resourcefulness when crafting Tinkers, +5 skill, and learn how to create a Tinker Super Kaleidotron, which is a Tinker usable only by engineers, such as yourself, that allows you to mark a very distant target to charge toward at the speed of sound. That's right, I heard about that. Oh, it's only usable by engineers. Well, that's kind of a bummer. Still, though, that sounds really fun. So it's like a charge, and it says a very distant target. So if you're gonna be like flying across the zones with like this item, I mean, only engineers can get it, and you obviously got to do quite a bit of work to get all the way up to this point, but that seems fun. That seems fun. All right, so that was engineering. Fun. Very short. Not like a lot to it, but it's a lot of fun stuff, so it's totally okay. Yeah, so interesting. And as a reminder, because I know I'll be asked this in the comments, this, from what I can tell, is Dragon Isles specific. This is not, these specializations are not going to override, as far as I can tell, our old engineering ones. See, you can pull up the old ones here, but while the specializations tab is still here, it doesn't show your engineering specializations that we have. Because if you recall, or if in case you didn't know, there are engineering and alchemy specializations currently still in game. They're the only two professions that had specializations that survived from the olden days, because apparently they all used to have specs at one point. I don't know how long ago. I didn't play long enough in whatever expansion that was to see it. But engineering has gnomish and goblin, and I don't believe this is going to override those. So if you want both, that means you're probably still going to need 2 engineers minimum, 4 if you want to learn all the Mog. That's armor specific. That's a different topic entirely, but I believe this is Dragon Isle specific. I don't know, and I can't confirm that it's not going to override it, and that these aren't going to, interfere with anything. So that's going to be a different dig later. I don't have the ability to, or time at the moment, to completely level this whole thing and go get classic engineering fully leveled, because I would have to get the materials myself. The materials on these vendors that they're providing us are just for Dragon Isles, so I can't do anything about that. But that's enough of that. So that was engineering. If you're satisfied there, this is the end of the video for you. However, for the rest of you who want to stick around, let's look at some more stuff here, because I said I wanted to go look at the little UIs, the little UI ring for the other specializations, other professions, I mean, because do they look different, or are they all fiery? Let's unlock this. Yes, because I did. Yeah, it looks like they reset it. No, it's still the fire. I mean, the fire is still really cool, don't get me wrong. But I was kind of hoping these were at least going to be like different colors and different shapes. Like this is, oh, what is this? Inscription. This could be, instead of fire, this could be ink. Like that would be super cool. I kind of thought it was going to be thematic per profession. Totally fine that it's not. That's just me being extra. I'm a very extra person. but I like the look of this nonetheless. But yeah, making this profession specific would be really cool. Again, that'd be extra work, but infinite, perfect. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. This all looks the same still. Unlock. Oh, cool. Alright. Yep, looks like it's all fiery. That's fine. Let's pull up. Oh, yes. Skinning. That's right, I can't look at the skinning specs on him. Because I did that on Kimmy! Let's look at skinning. I'm gonna flip through them all real quick as, you know, a bonus here. So if you're done, you're welcome to leave, but I want to look at, where am I? Begin the hunt? What's going on? Grand hunt? I don't know what the grand hunt is. That's fine. Anyway, I want to look. I had to level my skinning spec. That's right, there's no knowledge thingy for skinning, so I can't. Excuse me. I can't do that. But judging from this first node, it's going to be the same. Alright. Well, I'm not gonna go through all of them. I'm going to assume that they all look the same. Maybe they will make them profession specific. I don't know. If they don't, it's not a big deal. But I'm a very extra person, and I like the pretty things. I love the UI design that they're going with all this. I'm quite pleased with that. So anyway, this video's more than long enough. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, remember, it's never too latte.